welcome to another installment of the Liberty Nation Swamponomics videocast. I'm Andrew Moran, Ellen's economics correspondent. Each week, I dive into the mores of top economic news stories and fish out compelling narratives, or I retrieve fallacies that have been accepted as conventional wisdom by the swamp creatures for years. This week, has the United States dollar contracted the coronavirus? At the height of the COVID-19 public health crisis, the US dollar had been the best performing currency in the world, as investors saw a refuge in the good old buck. The US dollar index, which gouges the greenback against a basket of currencies, had rallied about 3 or 4% to around 103. There were many reasons for the dollar's ascent, including investors wanting cash and foreign demand being enormous, forcing the Fed to engage in dollar swap lines. Since April, the dollar has plummeted about 6% and is testing its lowest level in about 4 years. The dollar's demise has been attributed to significant liquidity in global financial markets, confidence in the broader global economy, and inflation fears. But of all the reasons, inflation makes the most amount of sense. The Federal Reserve, in a few short months, has printed trillions of dollars, and the Congress has approved trillions more in new spending, with more on the way, which will be monetized by the Federal Reserve. Even Goldman Sachs is ringing the old doomsday alarm, warning that rising inflation could threaten the US dollar's reserve currency status. You know it's bad when Wall Street is finally discussing the real possibility of the United States dollar no longer being as good as gold. Since the Fed's inception, the US dollar has lost about 90% of its value. But why has the greenback remained king for all these years? For one thing, what else is the world going to rely on? The euro, which is just as bad, the Mexican peso, which is worth nearly nothing, or the Canadian dollar, which relies on energy. You can thank the rest of the world's incompetence for the dollar surviving as long as it has, but the good times will not be forever, as many economies participate in a global de-dollarization push. In recent years, more currencies have eaten away at the greenback's reserve currency status as other central banks begin to hold on to the euro, the Australian dollar, the Swiss franc, and a couple of other currencies. China has also been on a crusade to make the world adopt the yuan as part of cross-border transactions. There are many campaigns to end the dollar's reign as top of the mountain, but will the world continue to see green, or is the planet going to start flirting with other currencies? We finally, in this generation, may witness the dollar's collapse in our lifetime. Can the world survive? That's it for me this week. Please read my full Swamponomics column, where I discuss the Kodak moment, Judy Shelton and the Federal Reserve, and misreporting of the gross domestic product. Thank you very much.
Go deeper on the topic discussed in this video, head on over to one of these links here or go to our Liberty Nation Roku channel. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for Liberty.